Hello and welcome to day 23 of our 31-day series where I am recording a tarot reading every day for the month of December 2025. But of course, this is timeless, so whenever you come across it, I trust that there is something here for you. So we're going to start with our oracle and astrology card, and then we will jump into the tarot. So today we have the Strength card as our oracle. And it says, you have courage, you can endure. Find your center and spiral into your power. Wow, that is a very beautiful, empowering message. And then we have the Mars astrology card, which is so fitting because Mars is all about taking action and having the strength. Mars is like the warrior. You know, it can be survival, it can be passion, but it's all about, taking action towards your desires, having that drive and having that courage. So you have really gotten to this point of strength, and not necessarily like brute force, of course, but like inner strength and like resilience that you have gained through your experiences and wisdom. And so Mars is awakening and activating your passions. Things that make you feel anger are really just messages and information of what you desire to achieve moving forward, right? Like Mars gets you aligned with your will, your willpower, again, your drive, your purpose, what you want. It gets you into that masculine action-taking energy. And of course, when we talk about masculine and feminine energies, they're not necessarily linked to gender, but I'm also picking up on a collective that may have endured a period of a lot of exhaustion and yet continuing to stay open and continuing to choose courage and choose to follow your dreams, follow your desires, commit to transforming your desires and wishes into that which you wish to create. And not succumbing to impulses, but, being able to achieve that mastery of self. And again, just like this really strong energy of resilience moving forward. This is you stepping into your conscious power that's able to, take the actions to achieve the reality that you wish. And so we have the Nine of Wands card coming out and the Page of Wands. And so the Nine of Wands can be that kind of like final push of energy, even when you're exhausted. And like, it's so funny. I was just talking about resilience and, feeling exhausted. And with the Nine of Wands popping out, like that is so fitting because the Nine of Wands is about having to really push through. And it can also represent boundaries, like wanting to make sure that you are aligned with what your passions are, what your desires are, so that when you're harnessing that Mars power, that action-oriented power, you're doing so in alignment with yourself and in alignment with your boundaries. But this is like the fuel, the willpower to keep us going, the strength that even when you're having a day or a week or a moment even of difficulty or like kind of losing your purpose or like forgetting your purpose, let's say, or, feeling unmotivated or uninspired. The Nine of Wands is you having anchored in that Mars energy so that you're going to continue to push forward. Like that, it's the warrior that is tired, but knows that they're building resilience and becoming wiser through this process. So I'm getting for the collective, like you've been through a lot emotionally, spiritually, in your relationships, and you are closer than you think. Like, do not stop, stay on course, while also, of course, being true to your boundaries. There's a difference between taking that last push of energy in alignment with yourself or in an energy of self-abandonment, which we don't want, right? And so with the Page of Wands, this is calling us to, this is that kind of curiosity and inspiration. And this is so perfectly paired with the Nine of Wands and Mars because, and the Strength card, because this is about taking that, moment or even a pause to reflect on what inspires you. What are you passionate about? This is like the creative spark that stems from your curiosity and your excitement about the future, right? Like the page is, of course, that childlike energy. It's the initial seed being planted. And so as we're kind of building this resilience and this warrior energy and this ability to really take action, we, of course, always want to be doing it in a way that's in alignment with our true self. And that isn't going to be self-abandoning, right? And so the Page of Wands is kind of like that inner child, and also that ability to check in with ourselves and reach that inner knowing of what is aligned to us. So the Page of Wands is kind of allowing you to channel that fiery strength and resilience of the Mars archetype. The Page of Wands channels that into its curiosity rather than, expressing that energy in a reckless or self-abandoning way. And the strength, having been anchored down and embodied in you right now, is what allows you to continue moving on to new paths, new passions. I'm getting for the collective, like you may be changing up something, like a project that you were previously on, you're recognizing like maybe it's coming to the end with the Nine of Wands, and maybe you're realizing there's like a new passion or project or passion project that you're wanting to follow. And so allow that Page of Wands kind of inner child energy to come through and, follow that spark, follow that excitement. And we're also getting, the 10 of Cups and the Ace of Wands. So yeah, Ace of Wands, we have 3 Wands cards here in addition to the Mars fiery energy. So there's a lot of fiery energy. So whatever's getting you excited, whatever's making you feel inspired, Spirit is saying to follow that. And with the 10 of Cups, this is what's going to bring you emotional fulfillment, harmony, happy family, right? Like joy that you're able to share with others, happiness that is aligned with your soul. I mean, this is a beautiful embodiment and a beautiful result of you having successfully harnessed and channeled your fiery creative energy. Your creativity here is huge. Like whatever you do that expresses and also feeds your creativity is getting you on this path towards the 10 of Cups. So again, the 10 of Cups is this emotional fulfillment, and this could be through your relationships, but this could also just be on an inner level. The inner peace and harmony that you feel when you are in that creative flow state, or even the alignment that you feel with your community when you share your creative projects, or your art or your writing, whatever it may be, with others. So again, just following that fire, following that passion, that creative life force, so that we're continuing to take inspired action. This is like that beautiful Mars energy that's being guided and channeled into passions that are well thought out and well aligned with who we are. And so we're also getting the Temperance here. So a beautiful balance of, more themes of harmony, of course, coming through with this card, both the 10 of Cups and the Temperance. But this beautiful balance of, I'm hearing like your inner world and your outer world. And so in the previous reading, we talked about union, within the self as well as with your connection. So I definitely recommend checking that out. But Temperance is all about integrating, right? Like integrating all parts of you, all truths. So again, whatever you're feeling drawn towards accomplishing, the Temperance speaks to bringing that in to yourself in an embodied way, and alchemizing from an idea to a action of creative flow to a end result of what it is that you're creating. Like, the temperance is speaking to that beautiful and powerful alchemy that you're able to accomplish with this fiery energy. And you're able to do so with harmony and balance. And we're also getting the death, the Nine of Cups, and the Devil. So I'm feeling like a lot of us in the collective, whatever creative passions you are being called towards with these wands energies, they're going to revolve around, with the Death and the Devil, like ends of cycles. I'm hearing like maybe you're writing stories or writing songs or even painting, whatever it is that you do in your creative projects. It's going to be a way for you to process. I mean, the Death and the Devil are powerful cards here. This is about endings, shedding your old identities. With the Devil, like this is like those temptations and shadow sides and maybe unhealthy power dynamics, or, things that are like unhealthy attachments, things that don't serve us. I don't know if you can hear my cat meowing in the background, but this is some confirmation. But, the Death is that transformation. And with the Temperance here, that's showing us what we're alchemizing. I mean, we are quite literally alchemizing the Death and the Devil and these difficult life experiences, these painful heartbreaks, these outdated timelines, these old identities, these old attachments, anything toxic, you're completely detoxing, but you're also alchemizing it into your art through your creative expression, which is such a powerful form of alchemy. And with the Nine of Cups here, I mean, we have the Nine of Cups and the 10 of Cups. I mean, this is pure emotional fulfillment. And I'm loving this balance of the cups with the wands energy, like the water and the fire. And even the Temperance, I mean, there's water themes and emotional harmony being represented by that card as well. And, with the Nine of Cups and 10 of Cups, I mean, this is powerful emotional fulfillment, wish fulfillment with the Nine of Cups. Like, this is you stepping into that existence that is full of gratitude, fully content, able to experience like the pleasures of life, able to just enjoy life, regardless of the difficult experiences you've endured with the Death and the Devil. Like, you know that you have the power to transform and alchemize that, and that you are the conscious creator of your life, and not just your external life, like your reality and, your tangible reality, but also your inner world, regardless of, whatever resurfaces as you reflect on your past experiences with the Devil. Like, regardless of whatever may still be stored in your body, whatever like difficult emotions and discomfort, that you can find your way back to this state of peace and harmony and contentment. And that's the beauty of this creative process, is you're able to recognize the beauty of life, right? Like that, of course, we live in a world of duality where there is pain, but there is also joy. And so when you're able to take that pain through the creative process and come out the other side having experienced joy, you are becoming a master of that process. And it's getting you into this existence, this state of being where, like, again, it's putting you in such a place of resilience, because that whatever comes your way, you can handle it, you can alchemize it, and you can come out the other end. You can come out, come through the light at the end of the tunnel, right? Like, you can come out the other side feeling joy, feeling gratitude for all experiences of life. even the lessons, the difficult lessons, because you know it's contributed to your contentment that you are able to tap into. You know that it's contributed to your strength and your resilience and your wisdom. And even like the way I'm channeling into this message, I'm feeling like really antsy, kind of anxious, but like in a positive way. Like I feel like I'm talking really fast and maybe I'm like stuttering a little bit because there's just like so much energy that is ready for you to be channeled through your creative expression. So I'm hearing like, you know what this is, like, you know what creative hobby or passion, this could even be your career, you know what that is for you, and you are being called to prioritize it more because there are things that are ready to be brought to the surface and transformed, with the death card into your beautiful art that brings yourself joy, that brings others joy. I mean, this is just you choosing exactly what you want to do with, the energies and experiences that you endure in life. Like, you get to choose where your energy goes. You get to choose what you do with the difficult energy, and you get to choose how you want to show up on a day-to-day. And that is of the 9 of Cups and 10 of Cups energy, that beautiful feeling of fulfillment on an emotional level, on a creative level, and just simply feeling satisfied with life, joy of life's pleasures. This is you living like to your fullest, most authentic, most fulfilled timeline. So this is what I have for you today. It's a very like fiery, exciting energy that's also getting us to a place of restoring balance and harmony and peace. And another thing I was going to say is this beautiful duality of the wands and the cups. This is also speaking to the divine masculine and the divine feminine. And of course, I speak on the internal divine feminine and masculine on this channel because I always want this to be about your inner world and, your energies. And fire represents the masculine energy and water represents feminine energy. So again, like as we're getting these creative sparks and taking action, that's that masculine energy. And with the water and the cups, that's our emotional energy. That's our feminine energy that's more receptive. So throughout the creative process, we're balancing both because we're going inward, but then we're also creatively expressing outward. Like the creative project, the creative flow is that divine union of the inner divine feminine and the inner divine masculine. So through this creative process, you are continuing on your journey of union with self, union of the inner divine feminine, union of the inner divine masculine. And so again, taking those creative projects, I'm not taking it seriously, but like really making it a priority and really committing to it is going to keep you on this high vibrational, high frequency path that you are on of this union with the self. So I'm going to leave the reading here. I hope that something resonated, and I would love to hear from you in the comments, anything that you're going through on this day or throughout this series. I'm so grateful for you for being here, for listening, especially as we're just starting out on this channel. Every view and comment and subscriber means so much to me. So I'm so glad you found the channel. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.